the bus. She was a trendy girl with a seriously confident personality. She skipped past Kelly, almost knocking her out of the way.
"Soz, Churchy!"
She laughed and ran to meet the popular group of girls. She wasn't sorry because she didn't really give a shit, and yet Kelly still admired her. Entering the classroom, it was the same old, same old. Some sniggered and some nodded. Kelly took her place just behind Penny's chair. Penny, however, was late as usual, even though she got off the bus at the same time. Just as the teacher was about to call the register, the girl walked in as brazen as you like, wearing a short skirt and the tightest white blouse with her tie in a double knot. Kelly watched, smiling to herself. Were the class about to witness one of Penny's little cameo performances, she wondered? With a way-out hairstyle, shaved on the one side and her fringe dyed pink, Penny looked cool with a self-assured edge. Her shoes were well over the 3-centimetre rule, but she didn't give a toss. The teachers had tried detention and even exclusion, but she just laughed it off. Kelly thought about herself. If she received detention, her mother would beat her with a stick and make her say 25 Hail Marys. The smell from the newly polished parquet flooring filled the classroom. It was a recognisable odour common to many schools. The first day back after the summer holidays was always the same, with the kids clucking like chickens. The new starters were either cocky because they had an older sibling or nervous because they were alone. The 5th and 6th formers breezed past. They had no worries, unless they were anxious to start the year with good intentions to do well for their final exams. Walsingham was a large school. Back in the 70s, they'd merged the boys and girls to form a mixed comprehensive, and so for the new starts it was incredibly daunting. Johnny Kent sat next to Penny, eyeing her up and down. He was the best-looking guy in the school, and didn't he know it? Penny stuck her middle finger up at him and then blew a huge bubblegum bubble.
"Penny McCallan, throw that disgusting gum in the bin this instant!" screamed Mrs. McAvoy.
Dropping her oversized bag onto her seat, she slowly walked to the front, swaying her hips and flicking her fringe. With a cheeky smirk on her face, she leaned over the bin and gobbed, much to the disdain of the new form teacher. Every teacher knew Penny and probably had a good laugh at her antics, but in front of the pupils they had to be seen to be uncompromising with the rules. The sound was loud as the gum hit the base of the metal bin. She turned to face the class and grinned. Then the pupils giggled, angering the teacher. It just made them laugh even more. Who would want to teach this lot? Thought Mrs. McAvoy. Sliding the chair back, which made a screeching sound, Penny sat down heavily and glared at her teacher. Kelly just watched with admiration as Penny mumbled under her breath, "Miserable old bitch."
"What did you say?"
shouted the teacher. With a confident sneer plastered across her face, Penny replied,
"Oh, nothing, miss. You must be hearing things."
The class tittered again.
"I heard you, Penny McCallan."
Penny laughed.
"You're losing it, miss. I never said nothing."
Glancing around the room at her fan club, she thought, life doesn't get much better than this. I've only been in the classroom 2 minutes and I'm already one up on this dozy old bat. Penny commanded attention, and Mrs. McAvoy was royally playing into her hands.
"I clearly heard you."
The spiteful expression on Mrs. McAvoy's face intensified as her piercing eyes narrowed.
"If you heard me, miss, then why did you ask what I said?"
The teacher was now red in the face and slammed her hands down on the desk.
"Do not be so impertinent, young lady."
"Miss, I don't know what impertinent means, but whatever it is, I ain't done nothing. Like I said, you must be losing the plot or going deaf in your old age,"
she replied innocently, looking up at the laser-like glare focused on her. Kelly so wanted to laugh, but she was too afraid of the consequences. God help her if she got into trouble like this. Her mother would have a good reason to beat the life out of her. There was silence, but inside her head the teacher was screaming. They both held their gaze for what seemed like ages. Then Mrs. McAvoy sighed and rolled her eyes.
"Right. It's the first day back, and I'll be going over the revision."